So first of all, I didn't even know I was doing this till about 4 minutes ago. So I have a story that I'm probably going to get in trouble about talking about. This involves many, many years ago when I first met Ashton, and he decided to tap on my daughter's window at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
It was like 12 a.m.
No, it was more like 2 a.m. Okay, he had 3 friends with him.
2.
So it keeps getting smaller on her side. But anyhow, that was my first introduction with him, and I'm not going to go any further with it because I promised that we would not talk about this in length. You know how that goes. But yes, after that, Ashton started to come into the family, and he started to warm up. And it took a little bit. Of course, father of a daughter, you know how that goes. Anybody out there that's got a daughter, it's very difficult to give up. And then where we have it. And then all of a sudden they moved to Colorado, which about crushed my heart. And then I went out and I watched the dynamics between the two of them, and it was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Ashton, I got a mic on. It's up to them to tell me. All right, so here you go. You ready? Can you hear me? All right. As my shirt's all messed up. So the two of them moved to Colorado, and it about broke my heart. I remember the day that the U-Haul pulled out on the back of the car that we had just gotten her, and new tires said they would be okay. And text me, call me, tell me what hotel you're in. I need to know everything. Finally went out to Colorado to visit them. And then I got to see what the man Ashton really truly was. And at that point, I knew in my heart and soul that he loved her and that he knew what he was doing. And how I knew this was that when we went all through these mountains and all these passes and everything, he checked the car before we left. He crawled under the car before we left. He checked the tires. We ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the Arches in Utah out of the back of the car because there was no restaurant. There was nothing else around. And he made all the sandwiches for all of us and just made sure that we were covered. And I thought, well, if he's covering us, I know he's going to cover her. And so my plane ride home was terrible. Jaden, where are you? Her and I flew home together. We flew home together. I cried the minute the plane took off from Grand Junction. Jaden put her hand through the window seat next to me and held it. And I cried because I knew that my job was done. And so since that day, I'm not going to get choked up. Since that day, I knew that they were going to be great together. And it's just evolved from there. And it's been a little bit of a journey with this wedding. Oh, Jamie? Jamie Nell. One more time, Jamie Nell. Absolutely incredible woman. Oh my God. Mike, if you don't hold on to that, I'm going to come after you. But no, my family, my friends, my children's friends, dare I say, are all here. And we just thank you. And I couldn't be more happier. I just absolutely could not be more happier. I love you both. Congratulations. This is a wonderful day. Hasn't this been awesome?
Yep.
Right?
Great time.
Give me hugs, dude. Give me hugs. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you to give me the time.
Why are you scared? It's a good one.
I'm accompanying her.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know me, I am Caitlin. I'm Abigail's sister. I'm also the matron of honor. Let's give it up for the bride and the groom. All right, Abigail, Abby, Gail, Gailey, Aunt Gailey, and my all-time favorite name that I've had the privilege of calling you, my favorite sister. Sorry. It's a joke. Alrighty. Abigail has such a big heart. Her biggest heart is just for family. And guess what, Ashton? That officially now includes you. Congratulations and also sorry. Yeah. We are a lot, but you knew this already. All right. Once Abigail opens her heart to you, you will forever be loved. Well, yes, growing up was not easy or simple, but at least we had each other. Only you know that one. All right, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say we've always been besties because that'd be lying, right? We have had some knockout, drag-out fights, I'll say that. And guess who always won? This one right here always won.
Still would.
All right. All right. We might have always fought, but I always knew Abigail had my back. She has been my ride or die since '01. And for years now, I've had to share with Ashton. And I know I'm married and I don't live in the same state as her, but still, I had to share my sister with somebody else. And at first, I didn't know Ashton because I lived, far away. But once I got to know him, I knew that he was the perfect match for my sister. Now, I'm not going to say that they had love at first sight or something because they met in high school, right? Most high school relationships don't last, but we're here now. They even made the distance, right? He even got her to move across the country, the girl that never slept over anyone's house. And she's... Alrighty. All right, I skipped a spot. Okay, they didn't let the distance stop their love. They continued long distance while in high school. And I'm not sure you guys realize that less than 2% of high school relationships last. And that statistic is for high school relationships that go on to college together. They don't even have a rate for their relationship. That's how rare it is. And it's lasted this long. Beautiful. All right. Yes, I'm the big sister, so of course I'm going to continue to praise them as much as I can. They made the distance work, and it was wonderful. Their love is so strong that Abigail felt safe and loved to move away from her small hometown, and I couldn't be more proud of her for moving away. Since my sister and I haven't lived in the same states in years, again, I haven't had the privilege of seeing Ashton and her together often, but when I did, their love was so amazing to watch. It was wonderful. I loved it. All right, where was Now, I know you guys have a solid foundation for your marriage, but I'm your big sister, so of course I'm going to continue to give you advice. My advice to you guys, as Aaron and I have learned, to continue to choose each other. Even when shit hits the fan and life is insane, continue to be each other's best friend. Continue to choose each other. Fight the problem, not each other. And continue your love as always. All right, All right, so once you leave this venue, the real world begins, but guess what? You guys get to do that together as one. And never forget to choose to love each other each and every single day. And I know every happily married person in this room can agree that you choose your person every single day. And I know the two of you have already done that. All right, and one last thing I promise. Ashton, I hope you have as much fun growing old with Abigail as I did growing up with Abigail. All right, can we all raise a glass to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Now? I love you. That was cute.
Let me tear up.
Oh, I love you.
Everyone can hear me, right? Yeah. All good? No? Louder?
Get that Riley in you.
Oh my gosh! Okay! Hello, everyone! Some of you may know me. For those who don't, my name is Daniel. I'm the bride's brother. I just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who ever drove, flown in. I appreciate it. I know we all appreciate it as a family, your lovely energy and positivity. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your guys' schedules to be here. And starting off, I'll never forget the first time officially meeting Ashton. It was just a regular day. Abigail and Ashton had just pulled up to the high school to pick me up in Ashton's car. I get into the car and I take a look around. And I had just one question to ask. Where are the seatbelts at? Ashton goes, oh, they're behind the seats, but it's okay. I'm a really good driver. The second after making that statement, he slams on the brakes to avoid T-boning a truck. And I go flying into the dashboard. Thank goodness for Abigail reassuring me after we got home that he really is a good driver.
Don't tell Dad. Don't tell Dad.
Don't tell Dad.
Literally, don't tell Dad.
And all jokes aside, through all the many road trips I've had with these two, going up to North Carolina, going up to Baltimore, I can confirm he is a good driver. Now, moving on to the homecoming queen herself.
Oh, we had to pull that out.
There's many memories I have with Abigail, like when we were 5 and 6 years old, and she threw scissors at my head and told my parents, I missed. Or the times we'd be at each other's throats arguing about who got in shotgun in the car, and the occasional asking if I can switch over her laundry at 12 o'clock in the morning. But,
And he did.
and I did, yes. But I can always count on her. I can always count on her to listen to my long rants. I can count on her to check to make sure I have no illnesses or anything like that.
Oh, what's up now?
I can count on her to be a shoulder for me to cry on, to give me any confidence I might be lacking, and lastly, to be by my side whenever I need. Thank you for being an amazing sister and for being my best friend. And remember, if you don't like them, we don't like them. Thank you everyone again for coming out. And let it be known, this day forward, to the people who know this joke, I am no longer Abigail Riley's little brother. I am now Abigail Now's little brother. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. For those of you who don't know me, I don't only have the honor of being Ashton's best man, I also have the absolute privilege of being his father. We have Crash and Ash. Like, you can't spell Crash without Ash. We have lived a life of fun with the bikes, and we've been everywhere together. You know, it's I've lived every father's dream through him. You know, the relationship that it built between us, it's given me everything. You know, all the pride I could ever ask for. But this is about their love story. This is not about me and him. So in April of 2018, Ash and Abigail start dating. So in May of 2018, we moved to Western Colorado. I'm not really all that smart and shit, but that's like 1 month later, you know, like 1 month. So a month later, we moved to Western Colorado. These kids did everything they could. Every time one could fly back or fly out, they kept it together for 2.5 years. 2.5 years of proms, of graduations, of family events, Amanda's wedding. It was back and forth, and the juggle of it all was they were real. Like, it was gonna work. I was like, are you sure? You know, like, it's high school. You know, I couldn't even stay faithful in the same freaking classroom when I was in high school. You know, like let alone like across the country. I'm just saying. But so they go back and forth. So in November of 20, Abigail and Ash, I happened to be in Florida at that time, visiting my parents. They loaded up that U-Haul that Dan was talking about. They got, you know, they made it work, and they moved across the country, you know, like here we go. And she moved in with us. And then from there on, it was just seeing those two together, like, they have earned it. They earned every bit of them being together, and they have been inseparable since that day. You know, like, maybe I stole them away for 2 or 3 days for a bike trip or something, but like, it's, they have not been apart more than just a couple days. You know, like, you guys have earned every second that you're going to be together. I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of where their lives are going. Ashton owning a bike shop, Abigail killing it at the chiropractor. You know, you guys are, you know, at your age, everybody's kind of confused and you know, which direction you're going, but you guys have a good direction. And usually this kind of things don't work, you know, but it worked. And you earned it. And you're everybody here, everybody that's traveled, everybody that came out, everybody that got in flights and just even sitting in traffic in Florida. You made it out here for them because you love them as much as I love them. So if you gotta raise up your glass, because I got a toast. To Mr. and Mrs. Now, who are the epitome of true love, period.
It's nothing crazy. I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming out. I mean, look at all these people here. I mean, this is crazy. I just want to say love is a very good thing. If anybody can pursue it, do it. That's all I got to say. Never give up. That's the biggest thing I say. In high school, people made fun of us. I remember Abigail crying to me saying, oh my God, this person was talking about us, or they were saying that. I was like, who cares? They're on their second baby mama. So all I gotta say is we're here right now. No, let's go! Let's go!